Hey guys, we've got a 10-minute unrated here against somebody rated 1242, so there's about 300 point rating difference, and we've got the bishops opening. So here I play pawn to f5, the Calabrese counter Gambit, and I'm joined with my ghost, who's a little stray who appeared in our garden in November, crying. We heard her for about 2 or 3 days, heard this meowing out in the garden, and then one day I looked down and there was this little kitten. So we've picked her up, but she's now knocked up. It wasn't as careful as she could have been. Now, this is interesting. I have never faced this before. d4. Now if I develop my knight, that's just inviting a kick here. So I could take, and if queen takes, then I develop the knight. Can the queen cause me any headaches? Queen could come here. No, she can't. Alright, let's try that. Got a feeling there's something wrong with this from white's perspective, but we'll see. So if I develop my knight now here, the queen can't go there with check. She can't go there, she can't go there. So I think this is free development with tempo. Looks alright. This knight might also come out. See what my opponent does here. This is an interesting line. Alright, now I can take, but then queen takes with check. Can I put pressure on my opponent here? I've got knight e5, forking queen and bishop. Could be interesting. We've got a very open board. White has no d-pawn. So if this, queen's got to move. And I think that taking the bishop for me should be good. I will then retain the bishop pair. Queen must move somewhere to defend the bishop, which means here, 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 or here, or there, or there. So she does have a few options. However, I think trading knight for bishop is no bad thing. Right, so she's gone there. So that means, well, this is covered by the knight. So my hunch is I should take the bishop. Could also take the pawn first and then take the bishop on the next turn. If I take the bishop, queen takes, I take the pawn, queen takes from there, also comes with check. But I think either is fine. So I'm going to... That pretty much guarantees queen here, doesn't it? I can block with my queen, I could block with my bishop. Could also just develop my knight to here. Not afraid of bishop coming in there with check. So development. Development. Let's do that. Let's do that. Because if these pawns are traded, I then might have d5. And supported by my knight and my queen, which is a pattern that I'm getting kind of familiar with. Okay, there we go. So now d5 is playable. It's defended twice. And it comes with tempo. The bishop can't retreat here. Bishop might go there with check, but then c6 hits the bishop one more time, as the song goes. I'm currently a pawn down, but I should get that pawn back pretty soon. Don't see any reason not to do that. It's not like the queen can take. This pawn is technically pinned, but this pawn is covered by knight and queen in addition to the c-pawn, which was pinned. So now pawn takes f5 is definitely an idea, unless there's something more wicked. Now I think this looks good. We're clearing the way for a possible long castle. We are also developing. I have a better pawn structure. White has no pawn structure to speak of, having brought out the queen that early. Right, okay, it's attacking my knight. This looks like a target, seeing as my bishop's looking at it. Again, I could develop my bishop to here, or my queen, so that if knight takes, I can recapture with bishop or queen. This seems like a reasonable idea. Means I get a piece out in the board for free. Kind of happy with my bishop there. Also, yeah, I think bishop here, then I might even also put my queen on e7, which means it's lined up with my opponent's king. This bishop's now a bit awkward, blocked off there, and also can't go there, there, or there. Okay, I'm going to recapture. Don't see any issue. Now it's a 10-minute game. I'm down under 6 minutes now. Oh, there is an issue. Okay, but that also hangs this pawn. Now this pawn is also hanging. So that's not fantastic. I missed that. I could drop my bishop back to here and defend this pawn. I could also just castle. I'm going to do that. I'm going to live dangerously. It's an unrated game. It's only a pawn. But in return, he's using his queen to do most of the work right now. And what I'm getting in return is an open board. Okay, so he's refused the pawn. I still have this. But I also have maybe this as well. That defends the pawn and threatens to take here. Let's do that. My rooks are now connected. I've completed development. This is move 13. My opponent is quite a way off completing development. He's got 2 moves away. Has to develop both of these pieces, which can move in one turn. But he can't do that right now because he's facing an immediate issue. Now, right, that's crying out for this. There's only one move the king has to move, so why not? Now, notice this pawn is pinned. So I may wish at some point to move my king. Am I worried about this? Bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes, and then my other bishop is going to wreak havoc. Is this a move? Is this a move? Do I drop my bishop back? Do I hit the queen here? Can't go there or anywhere on this file. She can go there, she can go there. I think the queen's relatively harmless where she is. Something like knight in here. Pawn takes. I feel like I want my bishop here though. Seems good. Extra defends this pawn. This pawn's now defended 4 times. So I'm not worried about moving my king. I don't want to waste the turn moving my king. Okay, 3 minutes 50. Got to get a move on. Okay. If the queen's no threat there, I'm just going to retreat the bishop to here. Yeah. Can't hit the queen there right now unless I move the knight first. There's no obvious square to move the knight to. Materials equal, but I have all the initiative right now. Gonna need to move quickly though. Where does this knight want to go? Pawn there, bring the knight round. No, it's in the path of that bishop then. This bishop can still be a danger even though it hasn't actually come out into the board. Okay, I could take here, takes. Could just, let's grab this pawn while we're here. Might drop the bishop back to g6, still defending here, that's not bad. This pawn now is the only defender of that knight. Not sure about that move. Let's drop the bishop back. Oh, I can take. I'm going to take. Don't mind clearing away the odd bishop. Okay. Now I'm inclined to drop my bishop back. I really want to target this. I'd like to have my queen and my bishop the other way round. Let's just save this bishop for now. Got ideas about bringing my rook up now, but I can't go there. Right, okay, that's interesting. Right, I'd like to abuse the queen. Let's give her a kick. Defended by the rook. This is defended, so we're covering a lot of diagonals. Okay. I can't do this because it undefends that bishop, but I can do this. No, I can't. It's attacked twice. Alright, I'm going to kick her again. No, I'm not. He's still got a dark squared bishop. Don't like that. Right, how about this side? How about this? That looks okay. Maybe move my rook over to here eventually. That looks nice. That rook is defended there. This could be a target. Maybe just rearrange my bishop and queen now. Threaten mate on h2. Could be a possibility. I think I am better right now. Okay. I'm going to propose a trade of queens. If I do, then h6 still isn't available because of this dormant bishop. But I'll pre-move the recapture, just in case. I'm down to 2 minutes 20. Gonna need to bring in some big guns. Okay, that bishop's defended, just checking that. Where are you gonna go? So if the queen disappears, I then come in with check, attack, win. Oh no, I don't win there. My bishop's not looking there anymore, it's looking here. But even so, I've got a rook lined up. This should be quite good. I think white needs to trade off. If not, I'm inclined to drop my bishop away, stick my queen here, and try and mate him that way. This is all about the active pieces. Okay, queen has run. Queen has run. This is quite good. Okay, engage rook. You can have a free pawn, but now I'm sure this has to be winning in some way. So king, that is forced now. But then I have this, forces the king to here. King here, queen here, king to f1. Now if I go check, he has to move here and then I win the queen. Then I could lose my own queen. King here, bishop here, that's nice. I can win a pawn, save my queen. And he's resigned. Okay, how could this have gone? So that's forced, right? Something like this, king takes, then I do that with check. Even if the queen blocks, I take. So let's say bishop there. Oh no, he can't, bishop's pinned. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Quick look at the review. I feel like I was well on top by the end there. God, you are very pregnant, aren't you? Oh, there's a blunder in the middle there. What was that blunder? From here. Okay. I missed the chance to pin material. It's saying I should have just retreated the bishop there. How would that have pinned anything? Bishop back to here. And I'm in a totally winning position. What am I pinning? Pinning this pawn on the rook? Don't get it. This is a very good position. It's saying this line. Queen e6. Yes, it's a really dominant position though. I don't know why it was a blunder. So that's inaccurate. But yes, it's saying by the end. Oh, actually, yeah, mate in 2 at this point. That's inaccurate. Okay. Ah, I missed that. Check with the bishop. Check with the bishop. Knight or rook blocks, and then queen h1 is mate. Oh yeah, whatever piece moves to here, I'd mate. Ah, good to know. There's a lesson for you. I don't think I even considered that move. Not sure. But there you go. That's what you get with 10 minutes. You know, you don't get to invest the time in finding the very best moves unless you think really, really quick. But yeah, good game otherwise. Enjoyed that one. Hope you did too. And I'll see you soon.